the Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video, wherever you are. Ref Brandon and the Todd Family, we always greatly appreciate it. You know the drill. By at least if you follow the channel and watch enough videos, you should. Feel free to give the video a like, a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your family about the channel, and make sure you share the video on all social media platforms and click that bell so you'll be notified whenever we go live. Good evening, Kevron. Glad to have you here as always, and I want to go ahead and put a quick bug in everybody's ear since time flies. It'll be before you know it. Coming up on Tuesday night, August the 25th, which is exactly 4 weeks from tonight, doing a wrestling show for Hope Champ Wrestling. And we're going to have Lex and we're going to have Nikita Koloff there. Now it's going to be a regular wrestling show, but Lex and Nikita will be there to talk to you, shake your hand, sign your autograph, take a picture, whatever you prefer. Tickets are $10. That includes dinner and the wrestling. But I would advise you to go ahead and buy your tickets early, because I'm sure by the time the show gets here, it'll be a sellout. And if you'd like to buy your tickets early, if you're on Facebook, just shoot me a message. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to find you the link that advertises the show. And there's a QR code on the flyer, and you can scan that QR code and go ahead and buy Baptist Church in Elberton, Georgia, coming up 28 days from tonight on Tuesday, August the 25th. And the ticket is dinner and wrestling, and the wrestling will start at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time that night. But tonight, I want to talk some college football, because I saw this article yesterday and I thought, yep, there's something else we can talk about during the off season, because we all know by now that the off season is much longer than the actual end season. And I saw this article, and the good news is I like finding them. About fun to discuss. Bad news is most of this one, I find them on different college football social media pages, and on those, most of the time there's no mention of who the article. Was it a certain website? Was it a magazine? Was it a certain writer? So it sucks, because if you agree with it, you can't thank the person or the people. And if you disagree with it, you can't tell them they're wrong, because you don't know who it is. But most of the time, when I find these articles on these different college football social media sites, there's probably 5,000 of them, and they just find articles and they share them. And most of the time they just share them, and you see it, but there's no mention of where it came from, when it was released, or nothing. The teams that have the best percentage chance of making the playoffs, now it's the top 20. So basically, whoever wrote this article is telling you the 12 teams that are going to make the playoffs, and then the 8 that are going to be just outside of the playoffs. Now, this is going to be this week's top 10 countdown coming up tomorrow night. So make sure you stick around for that, because tonight we're just going to do teams 20 through 11. And then tomorrow night we'll do teams 10 through 1. But 20 through 11, number 20 is SMU. They've got an 18% chance of making the playoffs. Number 19, Tennessee. 20%. 18 is Penn State, 22%. 17 is Clemson at 22%. 16 is Ole Miss at 23%. 15 is Michigan. They're also 23%. Hey there, Max. Glad to have you here. Hey there, Kristen. Glad to have you here. And Max and Kristen, if y'all are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to give the video a like, a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tell your friends, tell your family about the. Make sure to click that bell so you'll get notified whenever we go live. And hey there, SP, glad to have you here on this Tuesday evening. I always enjoy seeing names I don't recognize in the comment section. Rudy. Okay, so if you like to be called Rudy, glad to have you here. And thank you for clicking. Because when people get on here and comment, unless I personally, the name I see on the screen when you comment is the only name I know. So that's what I call you unless I know something different. So hopefully, if you come back in another video and comment, and I hope you do, hopefully I'll remember that Max is Rudy, so I can call you that instead of calling you Max. Thank you for telling me that. Hopefully I won't forget. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. All depends. If you make a habit of coming, remember, but if you don't come back for 3-4 months, no, I'm not gonna remember. You have to refresh my memory again when that gets here. Number 14 is BYU at 26%. Number 13 is USC at 28%. Number 12 is Oklahoma. They're also 28%. And number 11 is Texas A&M, and they're at 39%. So again, we'll make this week's top 10 countdown as long as I can find the article again tomorrow night, and I believe I can. Any thoughts, please feel free to let me know. These people are pretty much telling you which 12 teams make the playoffs and the ones that just miss it. So if they're accurate, Oklahoma gets in and Texas A&M gets in, and we'll find out who the other 10 teams are tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. I hit turkey and it flew in the air and landed on the car behind me. It was a cop. He pulled me over for flipping him the bird. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over.